true.
But we gon' chill today. Let me rock the world tomorrow.
Huh? Oh. Sorry. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Fuka, your notes look so trendy. I kinda wasn't expecting that.
Oh no, these are Natsuki-chan's notes. She let me borrow them since I was out trapped in Tartarus. She sure is. That said, there's actually quite a bit missing from these notes.
Oh, you're right. This part just has the equation and no answer, and this page is full of doodles. And this part, is that a drool stain? Hey, it may not be the best study material, but it's the thought that counts, right?
I've been trying to think of a way to return the favor.
Complete her notes. You mean like fill in all the parts she's missing?
Oh, that sounds like a great idea. But it's going to be a lot of material. I wonder if I can finish it all.
Then we'll help you out. It'll be a good review for us, too.
Thanks, you two.
Here, let me see those notes.
Oh, yeah. All done. It looks wonderful.
Natsuki-chan's in for a real surprise when she sees this.
I'm sure she will. I couldn't have done it without your help. Thanks, you two.
Well, it certainly helped us study too, right?
I'll make sure to give Natsuki-chan the notes back tomorrow. Good night.
Hey. Fight, Sengoku.
There's a sale today. Buy whatever you need. You made up your... You sure? Hey, done already? You got everything you need? Come again, yeah?
know how it was my birthday the other day? Well, guess what? Mom and Dad both remembered! They really do care about me! Yeah! They were smiling and happy and everything! I got so many presents! I even got a birthday cake! It's been so long since we ate together as a family. We used to do it all the time. How come Mom and Dad don't get along anymore? I know! I'll just ask them why. If I know why, I can fix it and make it all better. I'm gonna make Mom and Dad happy again. Wish me luck, okay? Okay. I'm gonna ask them. Bye-bye. Let's play again later, okay?
And that's the summary of what happened on the night of the 7th. These shadows seem to be quite a bit more formidable than the ordinary ones.
I see. So our enemies are growing stronger as well. Well, it's not all bad news. In fact, I called today's meeting because...
Hold on. Before we go on, I'd like to ask Kirijo-senpai something.
Oh?
I know I'm not the only one thinking this. So much has been happening lately. I feel like I've just been getting dragged along without really understanding anything. But now, I want answers. So I'm gonna ask you straight out. You've been hiding something from us, haven't you, Senpai? You're always acting like you don't know anything about the Dark Hour or Tartarus. But they're connected to that accident 10 years ago, aren't they?
What accident?
Yukari-chan?
There was an explosion near our school and a lot of people died. It must have been big news back then. You know about it, don't you?
Yes.
Luckily, no students were injured. But something is off here. At the time of the incident, there were several unexplained absences. Seems like more than just a coincidence to me.
What do you mean?
Well, I dug up some old school records and found something interesting. Those students weren't just absent. They all suddenly collapsed and had to be sent to the hospital. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Remember those girls who bullied Fuka? They had to be hospitalized too. I want an explanation. What really happened on the day of that accident? The Kirijo group built our school, so you have to know something. Tell me the truth.
I wasn't trying to hide anything from you, it just never seemed relevant. But
It's okay. It's not your fault.
all right, I'll tell you everything. Shadows have many mysterious abilities. Some research indicates they can even affect time and space. We think of them as our enemies, but what if we could somehow use them to our advantage? They could be a source of unimaginable power, couldn't they?
What?
14 years ago, one man pursued that very line of thinking. He was the former leader of the Kirijo group, Koetsu Kirijo, my grandfather. My grandfather was obsessed with the shadows. He wanted to harness their power to create something extraordinary.
Create something extraordinary?
To that end, he assembled a research team and had them amass a number of shadows.
He was collecting them? Damn, that's freaking crazy.
But 10 years ago, during the final stages of the project, there was an accident, and the experiment failed. They lost control of the Shadow's power, altering the nature of the entire world.
You can't mean...
Yes, Tartarus and the Dark Hour. According to the records, the accumulated mass of shadows split into several large ones that later dispersed. These are the shadows we've been encountering on nights when the moon is full.
Maybe that's why it's difficult to predict where they'll appear.
Wait a minute. If what you said is true, then why did our school turn into Tartarus? Don't tell me. Is it because that's where they conducted the experiment?
Yes.
Then those students who were hospitalized.
It's just as you fear. It was a highly populated area, and the Kirijo group had influence there. They could essentially do as they pleased. Port Island must have been the perfect location for them. So yes, as you guessed, the experiment 10 years ago was conducted at Gekkokan High School.
Just what are you trying to say here? So that's the whole purpose behind C's? We were dragged into all this just to clean up their mess? You lied to us? And you knew too, didn't you, Sanada-senpai? You've both just been using us! Or do you not care as long as you're the one who gets to do the fighting?
I never said anything like that. I have my reasons.
Think what you'd like, but it was my decision not to share the information. I'm sorry. It was never my intent to deceive you. Convincing you to join C's was my highest priority. I know it may not be fair, but shadows can only be defeated by persona users. We are the only ones who can fight.
That's hardly the point!
I never had a choice either. It didn't matter if I wanted this power or not.
Mitsuru, that's enough.
Takeba-kun, it's only those in the past who are to blame. And they lost their lives as a result of what they did. We're all in the same boat here. None of us deserve the burden that's been thrust upon us.
But that's...
It's been 10 years since the incident in question. No one knows why those shadows suddenly returned. But now that they're here, we have the chance to find and destroy them. Do you realize what that means? What if I told you that the 12 shadows are the cause of everything?
You're saying if we defeat them all, Tartarus and the Dark Hour will disappear?
Exactly. That's what I was going to tell you earlier. See? It's good news, isn't it?
Can that really be true?
There's evidence to support it. And this is where our true battle begins.
Our true battle.
Regardless of what's happened in the past, we must fight to protect the people. The shadows are gaining strength. We can't afford to wait for them to strike first.
Right.
And there are still many mysteries surrounding Tartarus. For instance, why did such a gigantic structure appear in the first place? The answers must be out there somewhere.
Let's see.
Hey.
So dance. If you wanna go ahead, free to do whatever. I'm chilling on my bed. I'm on my biz, so mind your own biz. Whatever like is, we gon' flow with this. Hey, 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 feeling the fire with the burning desire. Every day we inspire, but never expires. But we gon' chill today. Let me rock the world tomorrow. You know.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Chill vibes. The nighttime of love is on and on. Any types of rise, yeah, I'm down. Sit back, relax to the sound that goes around, 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 around. She said, hey, 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 feeling the fire with the burning desire. Every day we're inspired, but never expires. But we gon' chill today. Let me rock the world tomorrow. Yeah.
Lounging about as usual, huh?
Hugh, what do you want? If you're gonna ask me to go back, the answer's still no.
That's not why I'm here. I was just making sure you were still around.
That's so.
We've known each other a long time. It's been almost 14 years since we met at the orphanage. You, me, Miki. We used to run around here until the sun went down. Back then, it seemed like we had all the time in the world.
You haven't changed one bit. If you want to get all sappy, go do it with your other pals.
What was that?
It's rare for you to think about the past. Usually, you just charge ahead like a damn fool. You've never been good at hiding shit.
Everyone thinks about the past. Even me. Anyway, we finally know how to get rid of Tartarus in the Dark Hour.
No shit?
Yeah. The thing is, all I've cared about until now is getting stronger. Everything else came second. But yesterday, someone made me question my reason for fighting.
Your reason for fighting? Huh. It's different for everyone. But if you don't have a good one, you can always quit. That's what I did.
I'm not like you. Man, I can't believe I'm the one getting lectured here. Well, see you around.
You really haven't changed at all.
Yes?
Can I talk to you for a moment?
Senpai, this is unusual. Please, come in.
So not only do you excel at providing support during battle, you are also quite skilled at gathering information.
Oh, I'm sorry for doing that without permission.
Don't worry, you're not in trouble. But I do have an important favor to ask of you. I want you to find out as much as you can about that incident 10 years ago.
Oh, well, very little of that was made public.
I know. That's why I want you to access the Kirijo Group's database.
You mean hack into their system? Is that allowed?
I'll give you my ID and password. Then you won't be held accountable. But I need to know the truth. In detail.
Senpai.
Of course, I'll understand if you refuse.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
Are you sure? I appreciate it. Yamagishi, aren't you resentful? Regardless of my good intentions, I did drag you into this without fully explaining. I'm sure you must have at least a few complaints.
Not really. Did you know my entire family is made up of doctors? My parents are the one exception. It gives them a bit of an inferiority complex. That's why they're so hard on me. I don't like being at home. But here, I'm able to do something no one else can. I have a purpose, so no, I don't have any complaints.
You're right. We can't do this without you. No one could take your place.
too.
Thank you. I'll see you later.
So, Tartarus and the Dark Hour are on the way out, huh? No, that's a good thing. That's what we've been fighting for. So then, why? Damn it! Why am I so pissed?
Gosh, it's hot. Even for July.
Wow, can't believe we're already third years. Guess this will be the last time we'll wear these uniforms and hang out after school.
Who cares? I just want to get into college and start having fun already.
I get it. My problem is me. I'm going on like fighting was my duty and all. Actually, it's just all I'm good at. Because without that, I'm nothing. So much for being a hero. I can't fight worth the shit anyway. Not compared to him, at least. Damn it! Nothing I do is good enough.
Why am I only ever right about the worst things? Am I stupid for trusting in something so blindly? Dad, I got this letter from you last spring. I must have read it 1,000 times since then.
To my family, 10 years into the future. Tomorrow, I'll bring this letter to the opening ceremony for the Moonlight Bridge. It will be stored in a time capsule and sent to you in 10 years' time. Yukari, you may be small now, but in 10 years, you'll be 16. You'll be in high school. I know you've been sad because I have to work so late, but you always manage to greet me with a smile. I'm really proud of myself. Kirijo-san appointed me head researcher. I'll be starting on a big project soon. It feels good to receive so much recognition for my work, but I swear to you, nothing is more important to me than you and your mother.
Oh, Dad.
Yukari, I wonder, are you enjoying life? Do you have high hopes for the future? Do you still look towards tomorrow with excitement and wonder, like you do now? No matter what happens in the next 10 years, I hope you're happy, and I hope this letter brings a smile to both you and your mother's faces. Eiichiro Takeba, March 6th, 2000.
No matter what happens, huh? All I can do is believe. I won't turn my back. I won't be like Mom. Not ever.
So dance. If you wanna go ahead, free to do whatever. I'm chilling on my bed.
Which one? That's all you. Hey, you got everything you need? Come again, yeah?
Welcome. Take your time. Please.
Marvelous. I'm looking for. How may I assist you?
Registering. Will you register it to the compendium? I've completed registration. Please take a look. Does that persona catch your eye? Is this acceptable? May it be your inner strength. Are you finished? We look... Good day. Here are my requests. Wonderful. Very well, then. Wonderful. That is a great relief. Very well.
It's good to see you again. How long has it been since we first met? Time passes so quickly. So tell me, how's life as a Persona user? That's good to hear. I remembered something else about the coming of the end. It all stems from something that took place many years ago. 10 years ago, if I remember correctly. Oh, didn't your parents pass away about 10 years ago? A persona is like a mirror, which means a persona user can never escape their true self. But no matter what, I won't leave you because we're friends, right? Good night.
Wow! You know what? Yep. Attention, please. I don't know what to do. My dad. Dad! He hit me. He's so mean. It's not fair. Yeah. You think so too? That's mean. Stupid meanie. All I did was ask why they're getting a divorce. They got mad at me and said to stay out of it. So I kept asking, but Dad yelled at me and he hit me. Then Mom said it was my fault for asking so much. I don't know if they love me anymore. Do they just wish I would disappear? Never. But then, why do they get so mad? What if I ran away from home? I want to know how they really feel about me. If they love me, they'll try to find me, right? It's a secret, okay? Don't tell Mom and Dad I'm running away. I know you won't tell. I have to go now. Let's play again sometime. Welcome back.
What's wrong? You all hungry or something?
Not really. You know, it's almost summer break.
Oh yeah, it is, huh?
Does anyone have any plans?
I wish I could go to the beach. Hot sand, cool breeze, babes in bikinis. Man, a break like that sure would be nice. Somewhere in the south, where the water is crystal clear. But starting tomorrow, we gotta get through our exams. Oh man, this sucks.
I'm sure you'll be fine, but it would be nice to go somewhere with beautiful beaches, like Okinawa.
Well, it's not Okinawa, but how about Yakushima?
Mr. Chairman, I didn't realize you were here.
I happen to be in the area, so I thought I'd drop by and tell you my schedule for next week. Oh, Hirinjo-kun, your father will be vacationing in Yakushima during the break.
He will?
You'll all have some time off after exams, right? Why don't you go and get a nice change of scenery?
Seriously? We're gonna go on a trip? Yes! Beaches and bikinis! Beaches and bikinis!
Beaches and bikinis? This guy.
How about it, Hirinjo-kun?
Well, my father is a busy man. I don't want to ruin his vacation.
Why so hesitant? No father would be upset with a daughter who came all that way to see him. You've all done a great job. You deserve to relax for a while. And we already know when the next operation will be, so I think it'll be fine.
I don't know.
Senpai, I'm begging ya!
All right. I guess everyone needs a break now and then. Let's do it.
The beach, huh? I should design a special training regimen.
Oh man, I can't wait!
Oh, I need to go buy a swimsuit.
Hey, don't worry. I got one you can borrow.
Nice try.
Are you going to swim too, Mr. Chairman?
I'm afraid I can't. I'll turn to dust if I'm exposed to sunlight.
Wait, seriously?
Don't be stupid.
Kirijo-senpai, wait up! I just wanted to say sorry about the other day. I might have gotten a little carried away.
Don't worry about it. In a way, it's only logical that we go to Yakushima. The chairman said that no one who was responsible for the accident survived, but there is one who did.
What? There is?
My father.
I had no idea.
Hello. Goodbye.
I'm fine helping out with studying, but wouldn't it be easier to focus without the distraction?
They say studying with others grants benefits that can't be found alone.
Hey, so if we flunk the exams, are we really gonna have to stay behind? Tell me that's a joke.
It's no joke. As students, studying is our top priority. Failure will result in consequences.
Well, I'm not too worried about that. Not naming names here, but don't get in the way, Junpei.
What happened to not naming names? I guess if the fate of my trip depends on it, I don't really have a choice. I'll show you. I'll prove just how serious I am about Yakushima.
What's the matter? Something you need help with? Ah, scintillating. It can refer to either a literal sparkle or a metaphorical brilliance.
Learn your vocab. Or, instead of going to Yakushima, you're going to Yaku-see me back at the dorm. Yakushima? Yaku-see me? Maybe that one's a little forced.
Wisecracks from Junpei are one thing. I didn't account for this.
Maybe he's trying to test our ability to concentrate? Yeah, I suppose that's not likely.
Akutsuki-san's one up in me. I've gotta think of a killer comeback.
Stop getting distracted. You need to concentrate on your studies.
She's right. Gotta focus. Let's keep at it.
Are you struggling with memorization? Nothing beats repeating it until you know it by heart.
Beats? Heart? Not bad, Kirito-kun.
What? No, that was not my intent with that statement.
Well, if you're pulling out of the race, then I win, hands down. Kirito-senpai defeated.
This is giving me a headache.
Despite the diversions, I'd say that was productive. Keep it up so we can all go to Yakushima together.
Hello, this is Elizabeth speaking. I'm calling in regard to a recent change in Tartarus. It seems that a path that had been blocked off is now open. I thought it prudent to inform you. Well then, I wish you a safe journey.
Hey. So, I'm done, baby! The dark days of testing are finally over! The sun is shining bright!
So, how'd you do?
You are not gonna believe this. I aced PE.
Well, that pretty much answers my question.
Whatever. A real man doesn't dwell in the past. I'm already thinking ahead to the blue skies of Yakushima.
Oh yeah, that's coming up soon, huh? Are you all ready to go? Yeah, I guess I should start getting ready too. Oh, sorry, I don't sound very enthusiastic, do I? Hey, how about we stop somewhere on the way back? I don't have practice today.
Sounds good. Where we going? If you need to buy a swimsuit, I'd be happy to help.
Very funny. All right, give me a sec. I'm gonna go grab my stuff from the locker room. Oh, I'll invite Fuka too.
Hey, I know I've been kind of a dick lately. So, sorry about that. Dude! I'm trying to be serious here. Let's just put this whole thing behind us. Cool? Alright, let's get out of here. Freedom at last! What should I do now?
Take it down a notch, will you?
You bounce back from things so quickly, Junpei-kun.
You know it. Oh, hey, Sonoda-san's here. Don't see that every day.
Ikutsuki-san called me. I think he wants to talk about a new candidate.
Does that mean another person is going to join?
Maybe.
Fuka. What's wrong, Natsuki-chan?
Do you think you can stay after school with me for a mandatory study session? There's like no one. Oh, wait, are you about to head out for the day? Okay, then, never mind.
Wait, it's all right. I'll help you. Sorry, I'll see you all back at the dorm later.
I'm really surprised at how much she's changed.
Ah, friendship. How beautiful. Adolescence is such a wonderful thing. So full of vibrancy.
Mr. Chairman?
Oh, hello. I just stopped by to pick someone up. I might as well introduce you to him now.
Hello. Oh, Amada-kun, what are you doing here?
You know him?
He doesn't leave during the break because of his circumstances.
Oh, I heard about that. Something about your parents, right?
It used to only be me and my mom, but she got in an accident. So now it's just me. It happened 2 years ago.
Right now, one of his distant relatives is paying for his school expenses. But that doesn't mean he should stay at the elementary school dorm all by himself, right? So I decided to move him to your dorm, just for the summer.
To our dorm? Do you really think that's a good idea?
Why, of course. He has the potential.
Then he's the new candidate?
That's right. But as you can see, he's still just an elementary school student. So it's only a possibility for now.
Are you Akihiko Sanada-senpai?
Yeah.
I've heard a lot about you. You've never lost a boxing match. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Yes, precisely. That'd be correct.
So mind your own biz, whatever like is, we gon' flow with.
Why?
Hey, feeling the fire with the burning desire every day. We inspire, but never expires. But we gon' chill today. Let me rock the world tomorrow, you know.
Welcome. What?
I see.
Baby, stay with me. You gotta tell now.
Of course.
I never felt like.
By the way,
I never felt like.
creating equipment. You've come at a good time. There are some new items you can create.
I never felt like.
You're sure about this? Did you change your mind? Which one? To make this, you'll need. Please bring the required materials. So, are you sure? Here you go. Thanks for waiting.
You gotta tell now.
Please bring the required. Everything good? Come again.
I never felt.